Hey everyone, FPS Chasley here, and we are currently watching my torpedo that is not going to do anything because I closed the door and it was pre-enabled, so we're screwed. Maybe this guy is pooping his pants, as it were, and potentially speeding up. Yeah, it looks like there's a secondary contact there. It looks like it's around... What are we seeing? There's two. Let's go to the abukuma on our frequency sheet. See what we can't find in terms of what the signature is there. Abukuma. So we got 50. Yeah, it's kind of jostling around, but I think that's 50. 250. There's me turning. 5250. 385. Yeah, there's that right there. So yeah, it looks like our abukuma seems to be maneuvering around. And I think we just marked him. Okay, oh, well, we'd have to see him on the broadband here, wouldn't we? I don't know if there's enough to see him. Oh, there's a little... Well, no, that was the signal just moving. Maybe we can get it on the broadband.
Control acoustics. New contact. Bearing 150.
150 TPK. This abukuma is 8 TPK. So we're seeing the torpedo there. We're not seeing the ship. So this torpedo's just gonna derp along until it runs aground or something. I guess it's not gonna... I'm surprised it doesn't re-enable when it hits that 9,000 meters again. What would that be? About 4.5 nautical miles? Maybe I pre-enabled it after that point already. Okay. Well, we are heading in at 10 knots. This guy seems to be bugging out. Seems to be running. He may have canned his engines back down or something like that. It doesn't seem like I'm seeing too much. We might just be finally in sonar range of him. Let's get another weapon ready, though. We can get ourselves another weapon ready here. Let's reload this with UGST. That sizzler's going to take too long to reload that tube. It would be cool if they had timestamps for weapon reloads down here. So apparently there's a way to fire tube here that my friend Ben told me about. That seems to be nifty because it'll tell you if you're beneath this, if you're beneath like a certain depth to launch a missile, like this will be grayed out even if everything else is ready in all respects. So that's nice. I should try and make use of that in the future. Sometimes when stuff's going on, it kind of makes it easier to just you know. Because if you were actually the captain of a boat, you would know all these things anyway, so it's fine. You don't need to really look it up too much, unless you want to. But that's a nice little safety feature there. So we're just seeing UGST here, I believe. But first frequency of abukuma, which we should still have. Not sure who that mark got. I think that just got thrown up on the torpedo there. So we don't really care about that too much, but that's fine. I guess we'll just leave it for the time being. Okay. I'm not sure I want to be going this fast. We are getting pretty close in, but I'm going to get ready to launch another... Well, I don't even know what this guy is doing. Well, now that we're getting... No pinging. We're not hearing pinging. Haven't heard pinging in a while. The interval is 45 seconds, and we haven't heard one for a while, so that's interesting. Could still be turned tail and running or something like that. Not sure when something's going to happen to this, but probably should have happened already or soon, something like that. Let's go ahead and kick it out wide here again, even though we just kind of just straightened out here, but we're going to kick it out again. Try and see what we can't see on this guy, but let's at least get something loaded up in the tubes here. We want tube 3 internal. Tube 3 internal. Yeah, do that. Presets. Warm up the weapons. Depth. No, we don't want that deep. We want shallow. Speed 50. Yeah, full speed. Throw it out there. Run to enable. And make it 8,000. And we'll snake. Everything else is good. Get that tube ready. Start opening things up. So just when we issue that order, it'll go out quicker. Even if you use this thing, it's nice to at least get those doors open if you need them. Order will go through more quickly. But we'll leave it there, flooded and equalized for now. If you have these doors open, it reduces your ability to hear, increases flow noise, so we don't want that, so we'll just leave it as it. Oh, there, the pings are back. Let's go ahead and slow to
Engines
1/3
ahead,
here.
1/3, steering guy.
I guess we've already
Steer
used up our
course
spare
2,
charge.
3,
We've shot
3.
4 weapons, 8 weapons. We shot a lot. Does that make sense? It starts here at 80. We went to 90. Now we're down here. 5, 6, 7, 8. It looks like maybe 9. That seems like a lot, but I can't really remember. This mission's been going on for a while now. So not sure where our friend here is. I'm just going to go ahead and drop the torp. Don't really care about that. Sierra 1. Sierra 2. We want Sierra 2. Probably return to previous course there. Okay, so we're now getting our Abukuma data. It's probably slowed back to its original speed there. Is that Abukuma? Yeah, that's it, alright, right there. Okay. So Sierra 1 and Sierra 2 are overlapping. That could be coincidence. Might want to merge up Sierra 1 and Sierra 2 here, since it is the same track. We'll merge those bad boys up. And then we'll have to try and get back to making ourselves a solution here. This Sizzler could... we might be getting too close for missile range here. Have to figure that out at some point. But once we get this guy done, we can kind of just barnstorm our way in there and just move on in. This torp is going to be running aground any second now. What is its running depth? Is it 30 meters or 20 meters or something? Yeah, within like a minute or so. Or 2. This thing's going to be running aground, it seems. I bet it will. Okay. Gotta get ourselves some datas. Some datas here. Thankfully we have the backbone of good pinging data. Looks like it may have a new course. Probably closer up than this. Could be doing something like this, a little more broadside heading out, continuing the patrol route, even though it's seen a lot of missile fire lately. Let's see. We will... I'm trying to think if I could go back that way, but that's not really economical at this point, I don't think. We seem to no longer be hearing the torp or the Abukuma. Seem to no longer be hearing the Abukuma. I don't think sonar's gone to crap. I think sonar's still here. But the Abukuma seems to have dropped off our array. Is it slightly dragging? No, it's at 28 meters. We're good on the array depth. Very good on the array depth there. Don't have to worry about that too much. Is it really only at 28 meters? That seems a little shallow, but we'll go with it. The guy's rather close in. We should be able to, if we got up on the scope, we should be getting ourselves a nice little picture there. Not sure I'm going to. I might. UGST, yeah, we already knew about that. Sizzler is cocked, locked, and ready to rock. But we might be too close in for a Sizzler to be effective. Where's that torp? Running the ground any second now is where that torp is. Won't really pay that too much mind. What depth is it running? Okay, it's definitely shallower than 20 meters in. It might be running at 10 meters. But it's going in. No point in watching it. But once that goes away, we can tell for certain whether we're seeing what we're seeing or not. Let's go ahead and get the periscope depth here.
Go to depth 020 meters. Depth control.
This thing's kind of herp-derping. It doesn't really seem to care about us. You'd think it would be. It probably just doesn't even know we're here. It probably doesn't even hear us. That UGST is still going. I guess it's just gonna... Oh. Guess it's just gonna be there. Oh man, look at that. It's like a fish out of water. There you go. Okay. Guess it's just gonna be there. Okay, well we're not hearing it anymore, so that's good. Very good. We are no longer getting data on the tote. Oh, might have gotten a little premature on what this guy's actually doing. Looks like he might be coming to prosecute my butt right now. That is very possible. We're at periscope depth, so let's go ahead and check it out. What bearing do we want? We want 134. We're just about trained on that bearing, which is interesting. That's an odd twist of fate there. Is it really that far away? I can really only see about that much. It is pretty distant, but there's a lot of ESM. It has its weapons search radars going on, so we don't want to get a hit off that. So we're going to lower that bad boy. I'm going to go back down to 30 meters.
Go to depth 0.
I think we were even deeper than 30 meters, honestly. But we'll go 30. The seas are very calm. Not much acoustical performance to be gained from going rather deep here. I didn't see enough to tell what it was. Was I actually at 16 times zoom here? I was. Okay, so we weren't seeing... This is a very small boat. This is a small boat. It's smaller than a Perry. That sea was huge on this thing, so... It seems to be potentially heading this way. It didn't... When I saw it on the scope, it looked like almost like it was, like it wasn't coming this way, but I'm pretty sure it is. I would be. Be like, oh, what is that? Damn blasted thing shot missiles at us. Go and find it. So yeah, that's what I would be like. It may not be going 10, it might be going 8 knots here. And could potentially be a little further back if it just ran from a torp for a little bit. Maybe even further back than that, man. It could be further back than that still. Let's see what the data says. What the data says. Could potentially even be something like this. I am more inclined to say the further away the better, because I could barely see anything on that scope. If it was 5 nautical miles in, I think I'd be seeing them loud and clear there. So let's go ahead and do this.
Steer course 196, steering eye.
And let's do 8 knots here. We still have a deadline to kind of meet here.
8 knots, propulsion eye.
Right now we're slated to get there at 20:30, which is a little too late for me. We'd have about 2 hours at that point, which probably could be fine. But changing course is not the only thing you can do to change your TMA perspective. You can also change your speed. So changing course and speed can really help on that front. Let's keep getting deeper here.
Go to depth
5-0 might be too. Let's do 4-5. 5-0 might be too much there.
I.
Go to 4-5 meters here.
4-5 meters. Depth control I.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, not much to be seen. I wonder if we could pick them up at 3 knots on the Toad. Not sure. I don't think so. I think we have full sensitivity. Those pings are loud. Back to its 45-second interval there at the 5,000 hertz. There seems to be a radical course change in here. He may have gotten a whiff of me. May have gotten a whiff. So I should probably slow down until we deal with this threat. Getting a little hasty.
Ship revolutions for 3 knots, propulsion eye.
Oh, now we're gonna overshoot this turn potentially. That's fine. Oh gosh. Okay. That's me turning. Not much to be seen. Well, if it is potentially far away, we could potentially get another sizzler shot off here, but don't know why that bad boy wasn't. I'm more inclined to use the tried and true torpedo. This guy doesn't have much to run. He's kind of in a bad position if he tries to use his AI logic just to run pure away. He's just gonna run himself aground or something. That torpedo is still there, man. Look at that. So weird. I don't know why it's just not dead. Okay. Let's launch a torpedo out. I might turn it on around here just to be kind of safe, but let's get this thing out the door. We'll just do it this way. But the door's not open. Bum. Really? It won't launch unless the door is open? Oh, I didn't assign anything. Okay, I guess it's because I merged the tracks. We won't master one here, yes. All these presets are good. It can go automated. What is the range of this little area here? 5.1 nautical miles? Really? Okay, we'll stick with the 8,000 then. It'll pick it up eventually. So go ahead and fire.
Launch tube 2. Yes, Captain.
It even shows like what contact you're launching at too.
Control acoustics.
So that's nice.
Torpedo is running normally.
That is very nice. For some reason, the sound on the cylindrical is all the way back here, even though the peak's all the way up there. It's weird. It's weird, man. What's this solution up to? Possibly he is turning back in his little patrol area here. That could be what's going on. That is very possible. I feel like if I was him, though, I'd be like, oh God, by God, who is shooting the missiles at me? That's what I would be saying. But who knows what he is up to. Where does a 270 want to go? Further out. If we assume a 270. Either way, I think we're going to get a good fix on his position here soon enough with this. Did we even get a fix on him when I let out that ping? No, I don't think we did. It's old data anyway. Probably going to be a while before we see him speed up here. Let's actually go back to 5 knots. I think that's
Set
fine.
revolutions for 5 knots. Propulsion aye.
And let's just go ahead and resume waypoint follow at this point. Like I said, we have a deadline to reach here, so we need to get in there. We gotta get in there. Alrighty, let's get a little time lapse heading up here. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Yeah, bad boy is going out. I don't think there's any... Oh, is this depth good? Is this depth good? Okay, it is good. Scared me for a second. We're only losing 7 meters getting out to this guy, and once it goes active, it'll be coming shallow too. So we should be good on the depth front. There's me. We are turning. How many lines of me can you see? Only 4 at that range. Very interesting. That is very interesting. Well, I mean, it is a toad. It's meant to see low frequency, not really high frequency there. When are we going to see here our friend here pop up on our sonar? Could potentially be a while. Our torp is going. What's our solution doing? Something like this seems pretty good. Coming back due west, which is a nice human bearing. Make it just nice and neat, just so we can get the ultimate precision. Draw it back a little bit. Let's do right here. I think 8 knots is what we were looking for. This guy locked on to something? Is he a lot closer than I thought he was, this ship? No, it's snaking. It's snaking. I was gonna say. I think this guy even has to be, you know, adjusted a little bit because we were firing on a different solution there, but it should see him on its snake pier soon. If not, we'll pre-enable it, change the course and re-enable it here, but it should be able to see him on this snake. It looked like it was just like cock-suey. It looked like it had found the target. I was like, how? It's like, I don't think I'm expecting him that far out. I think 8 knots is what we're going to go for here. I'm not sure why, but we are. It looks nice and neat. But of course 10 knots would fit that solution as well. We don't have much to really nail it down. Still no signs of anything from the ship. I think it's... Let's go ahead and pre-enable this, and let's adjust its heading to 145 here. Go with that. And then once it gets on our new heading, we'll enable it again, and then it should be able to snake in the proper fashion. Very well. Enable. There you go. And what do we get? Return to the snake. We'll let it go. It should be fine. I would have liked a snake to starboard, but I'm not at that point of fiddling with the weapons presets yet. Okay, we are seeing some revs. We have our friend back on the toad. Seeing ourselves some revs here. Seems to be speeding up. Speed increase to, let's say, 15. Oi, 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 oi. Go with something like that. Seems to be running potentially. Do we have ourselves a lock? Nope, seems to be on the return snake, but hopefully we'll get him on that return one. Because this guy is about bearing 385. What? 137. I was about to say, what? That makes no sense. Okay, should get him on this return snake here. Probably not going to be hearing any pings. Let's go ahead and get him at 137, what our sonar is telling us here. Let's see. Do we have a look? Nope, still seems to be a little far. But we'll see if it doesn't get on this return snake here. See if we don't get ourselves a lock. Am I sensing a slight up angle on the weapon? I do not know. If we're snaking back, it seems to be a very gentle snake back. We will see what we get. We have a pretty strong contact on the toad there. But since it's hard to tell which one you're actually looking at. You can see there's kind of like a bigger peak and then a more flatter. It kind of flattens out a little bit. Do we have a tracker? No. Ooh, what is our torp up to here, Mr. Sir? What is our torp up here? What's the top speed of this thing? Top speed, 27 knots. Wow. Okay. 27 knots. Zoom. Probably not doing oh, could be potentially doing 27. Hold that. Enter that. Guy's probably doing something like this. What's our bearing in the sonar here? Good question. I think he's canned his engines, because I think he doesn't think the torp is coming after him now. Let's see. This torp should be able to get him on the return sweep. Guess we're going a little... Oh, he returned to present course, so let's see what happens on this here. Had ourselves a rough solution. Hopefully this guy is going to see something here. It's possible we've gone around him. Quite possible indeed. I'm only seeing faint frequency lines. Oh, let's see. What do we got? What do we got going on? We had ourselves a rough solution that we fired on. Only because we had nothing to verify what we were seeing. Ship has seemed to return to previous course and speed. What is the bearing data saying? Which one is, well, which one is which here? What am I looking at? Oh, no, here's our Abukuma. 131. 131A. Let's see here. Yeah, what is up with that? 131. It's possible that we are too far out to sea here. We've gone past it. Oh gosh. Our Abukuma is making some turns. But have we driven past it? Has it managed to sneak around our torp here? Okay, yeah, we don't seem to be... Let's try and draw this back here a little bit. Try and draw this back. Is this guy locked? He seems to be turning rather sharply. Okay, our time to recover... No, he's snaking. Let's pre-enable. And let's come to starboard. And head due north. Turn her back on and see what we get. This is a good old trick here. Try and do the old 1-2 skittle-ma-doo, twirl around on him here. See, now all we're seeing is the torp. We've lost the Abukuma. She's slowed back down. Slown? She's slowed down. So we're going to wheel around. Turn on again. Might be hearing pings coming from our torp, but not sure. Probably not. It doesn't seem to be facing us that much. We may hear... Oh, man, we were getting in close. We were getting in close. Let's see. Is it on its snake again? Seems to be. What do we got going on? What's our... Ooh, yeah, there's that ping. Okay. Not to worry. It will not see us out here. Let's go ahead.
Engines ahead,
2/3 here.
Steering guy.
Try and make up some ground. Don't think this guy's doing this speed anymore. Maybe... We just don't have him on the sonar anymore, so I can't see him to see what he's doing. Oh, this thing is elusive. It's an elusive fish. 130 still. So that's not right. 130. Ooh, hello. Is that snaking rapidly, or does it have a lock? Seems like it may have something. Ooh, it seems like we may have something here. Seems like we may. Or I'm getting... Ooh. No, it's snaking. Are you sure? Is it? Where's that last ping from? Bearing 129. What is going on? I'm very confused as to what I'm seeing here. It cuts back really quick on that snake. It's like frickin'... Have we gone too far? Is the ship further in? Oh god, let's see. Let's go to periscope depth.
Go to depth 0, 2,
Oh
0
boy.
meters. Depth
Engines
control
ahead.
I.
What have I gotten myself
steering
into with this? Okay. We shouldn't be... We're not killing our towed performance here, because we, what is that bearing to our torp? This guy is slippery sliding, slip sliding away somewhere out here. Who knows where the hell he is? Good lord. This is not going well. Did not have myself a very good solution to begin with here, so it's basically just guesswork trying to think what this guy's doing at this point. I don't know. We have a lot of fuel on this torp, so we have some maneuvering to do. Let's go ahead and... No, I don't think this guy has anything. Let's go ahead and turn it down and try and turn back to the south and see what we get. Probably the sonars in this are not as strong as in dangerous as in the stock games, so you can't, you know, run around guessing basically, getting lucky. Oh, but do I want to deal with this guy? He is angering me, so let's go ahead and turn you on, see what you get. I have no idea where this guy is, but I want to sink him so badly. Where's this ping coming from? Where are we at? 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 3 is where we are. The data seems to say otherwise. Oh god, quick sweep, where are we at? There we are. 1, 2, 0. Seems to be rather far away. 1, 2, 0, far away. Going the other way, it seems. Oh, geez. Pre-enable. Let's go... Oh, gosh. About 115 here and see what we get. Oh, this might be getting lucky here. Turn. And turn on. It looks so far away. It looks super far away. I can barely see any of this ship, but it is small. But it could potentially be a little bigger on the horizon than I think. But we're getting a huge ESM on that. It still has this like weapon search radars going on or something here. Probably Sea-Wiz radars or something. I don't think this is going to tell us what it's actually doing. Let's go back down to 40 meters here.
Go to depth 040 meters. Depth control I.
Okay, we're seeing something. Seeing something from this guy. Do we have ourselves a solution now? Or a lock? God damn. What is going on? Alright, I'm going to stop here. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. And as always, good hunting. Hope we can find this frickin' guy.